Right now, powered by Men's Tea Clinic, it's time to go around the entire NFL and dip into some Gridiron Gravy.
Dip it and rip it.
And we have a lot to go over. First of all, the report is out that the NFL's first game in France will be the Browns against the Saints in Paris on October 25th. I understand why the Saints are there, but why does the NFL hate their fans in France?
Well, I mean, they need the Saints to go marching in, obviously. Mm-hmm. So they're going to need that, and they wanted them to get a dub.
Okay.
They need that fleur de lis to look really good with a win.
Maybe that is the case. Now, let's talk about Spain. The NFL has
I thought you were going to say space, and I was like, I can't wait for this NFL space talk that we're about to have.
I will work on that for tomorrow. NFL in space. In the meantime, the NFL in Spain will continue as they have inked a multi-year deal for more regular season games in Madrid. As it stands right now, the NFL will have at least 8 overseas games in 2026, and we have talked about it. It feels like their long-term strategy is to have every single NFL team play at least one overseas game every single year.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have this argument or discussion. One of the reasons they have Bad Bunny performing is because they want global presence.
Sure.
That is absolute.
Oh, sure.
And it's been globally, this game specifically has been globally present for a very long time. The big game, that is.
You can say this.
It's the rest of the games. How do we get the rest of the world to pay attention to our sport all the time? How do we get a Premier League type of contract throughout the entire world? How do we get everybody to love our game? And this is just another element. Take it to Spain, take it to Paris, take it to all these places, and continue to find new venues that want it.
You know what, Corey? As long as we're mentioning things that we're not trying to start a whole deal about, just giving you the information, all of the head coaching spots are filled, and none of them were filled by black men. Anticipate during the Roger Goodell State of the Union press conference that he will, in fact, get questions about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm just telling you the information, how I believe it will come to pass. But there have been at least 5 coaching changes in the NFL for 16 years straight. And the 10 head coaching moves for this year are tied for the most ever in an offseason with 1978, 1997, 2006, and 2022. The Cardinals are set to hire Mike LaFleur as their head coach, and Clint Kubiak, the son of Gary Kubiak, is going to be leaving the Seahawks once the Super Bowl's over to go be the new head coach in Las Vegas. I want to focus in on LaFleur. Sean McVay has now employed 4 full-time offensive coordinators with the Rams. Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell, Liam Cohen, and Mike LaFleur. All 4 of them have now gone on to become head coaches.
Interesting.
That's a pretty damn good track record.
Yeah, I think this is what happens is a lot of coaches go in, they see the off, or a lot of owners and GMs see the success of something and say, we got to have that. And I think Sean McVay does a really good job of everything's complicated, but very simple at the same time. You saw the effect. You've seen the effects with Sam Darnold. Shanahan had that. The effect of it's not going to be that complicated. The position, we got to organize you. You have to know what you're supposed to do. And whenever the quarterbacks know those things, they play better. Well, guess what? Whenever your offensive coordinators are getting the message across clearly, their teams play better, and those coordinators want to be purchased and used.
Right.
Just like Jerry Jones said.
By the way, a couple of other coaching movements or lack of movements. Vic Fangio supposedly considered retiring, and the Eagles were considering Jim Schwartz and Jonathan Gannon, but now word is Vic Fangio is staying put with the Eagles for now. The 49ers are expected to or have hired Raheem Morris as their defensive coordinator, and then former Titans head coach Brian Callahan and Washington OC Cliff Kingsbury are involved in the Giants' initial OC search. You got to imagine it's kind of disappointing for Kingsbury, who probably thought he was a real live candidate for one of these head coaching jobs.
Yeah, is this a good opportunity, Kevin, for the fail up to just stall out?
Yes, but I get a feeling if you get Jackson Dart up and running, he'll get that shot once again. But one of the people that we talked about for D.C. here with the Cowboys obviously did not come to pass. Jim Leonard is being hired by the Bills to be their defensive passing game coordinator. And
staff.
Defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. He also visited with the Chargers and the Ravens, but he will now head up the Bills defense.
I like that coaching staff right now. I'm interested to see what more they can get out of it. That might be the shot in the arm, that they're kind of looking for. McDermott, did he deserve it or not? Lots of questions there because the owner completely thinks that it was a catch. But he fired him over something that he thought was a catch. It's a weird situation.
Sure, that is true.
But I love that coaching staff up there.
Now, let's talk about the salary cap. I think this came out right after our show ended and right before the start of G-Bag in that commercial break. The salary cap is going way up. It is now projected to be $301.2 million to $305.7 million. Why? This is a big deal because depending on where you looked, this feels like it is about $6 to $10 million above the projected spot for the salary cap. So not only for the Cowboys, but for all of the teams that would theoretically give you a little bit of extra space. So all the things that we've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks got a little bit extra wiggle room.
Add $10 million?
Yeah, up to $10 million.
Let's just go ahead and add 10. Let's act like it's 10.
Okay.
This is awesome because that gives me an extra player.
Yes.
Maybe two.
Theoretically.
With the Cowboys' history, that's 10 players right there.
That does feel like that is.
But this is a good opportunity. Again, the players have to be free agents. You can't just, all these things can't just exist and us be like, we're going to go pay crap. Only Kenneth Murray is available.
Yeah.
We got $10 million extra dollars. Let's go spend it on Kenneth. No, that's not the way you're going to do this. They got to be available, but to have the surplus of cash, this is nice.
$301 to $305.7 million. Do you know what the salary cap was in 2013?
$100 million.
$123 million.
From 806, doesn't matter. Still not enough pie. There's plenty of pie.
It is.
There's so much pie.
Now, if you think the Cowboys won't take advantage of that I totally get. But check this out. 2022, the cap was $208 million.
Okay.
That means in 4 years, the salary cap will have gone up $93 to $98 million. That is amazing.
So I don't know exactly
that TV money coming in
to decide that it is the decision based on the TV money.
I mean, that's a huge part of it.
And the Players Association has negotiated that whenever that happens, they just keep upping it. That's the conversation. That's interesting because the players have got to love seeing that. But I'm sure they're also like, there's got to be more in there.
Yeah.
There's got to be more
Absolutely.
in there somewhere.
The first thing I would go to is the way they do the revenue split. If you can get another 0.5% or even a full % of that would be huge. Also, in case you wanted to know, if and when Diego Pavia plays in the NFL, he will be the shortest quarterback to take the field in the Super Bowl era. That record previously held by Kyler Murray and Bryce Young, who were both 5'10" and an eighth. Diego Pavia measured in at 5'9" and 7/8 of an inch. I don't know if the people at the draft just didn't measure starting in the right place or what, but that would make Diego Pavia the shortest quarterback in the Super Bowl era.
What are your thoughts on the short QBs?
Yeah, Kevin.
I mean, I thought that Diego Pavia made a really good point. He was like, I have been this size all of my college playing career, and it worked out pretty okay. So I kind of get what he's saying. We're the K&C Masterpiece